So when the Champa Arc was announced, I was really underwhelmed. Everyone else was like riding the hype train super, super hard, and I just didn't give a shit. And people didn't understand why, so I ended up making a video called like why I wasn't excited about the Universe 6 arc, and just to kind of get my feelings about that out there and explain to people why I wasn't excited, because so many people were asking me. And now we have the next arc that has been announced, the Future Trunks arc. And it seems like some people are excited, some people are a little bit more pessimistic. I am on the pessimistic side of, this argument. And I figured, much like last time, might as well do a video about it. Kind of, convey like why I'm not excited this time around. Because people seem to have this thing of like, well, you were bitching that we were going to get another tournament, but now we're getting another arc instead of a tournament right after. What are you bitching about? Can't you ever just be made happy? I can be made happy. It's just, what they've told us so far just doesn't sound like it would make for a good story arc. First off, we have the return of Future Trunks. And that just really comes off as fan-pandering bullshit. It's just, Future Trunks. People like Future Trunks. He's cool. He's got a sword. Let's bring him back. For no damn reason. I don't understand why the hell you would bring a time-traveling character back, especially at this point in the series, because, if it is the Future Trunks that we're familiar with, wouldn't he go back to, like, the time frame that he was going to before? Wouldn't he go back to, like, oh man, I need Gohan for this? Wouldn't he be coming back for that? Like, why would he be coming back to, like, this time frame? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't know. I mean, he doesn't know, like, how strong the Z fighters are right now. He doesn't know that, that Goku has god powers or anything like that. I mean, if he's dealing with, like, some crazy shit in his timeline that is just that fucking wild, that's going to pose, like, a legitimate threat to Goku, like, while he has his god power, what makes Trunks even think that these characters would even be that strong at this point? Like, the fact that they're this strong already is fucking insane. Only because Goku and Vegeta have gone through crazy-ass fucking Wish training. So, like, I don't even know, like, what kind of fucking crazy-ass shit Trunks could even be going through that it would require Goku and Vegeta, and would possibly even pose a threat to them. And apparently this new threat is going to be so fucking crazy that it's going to drag in the Gods of Destruction, the Kaioshin, Zeno. Like, that's just... whew. Okay. That's just some wild shit to me. The other piece of information that we have is that they're going to have to contend with Black Goku. Now, I'm going to assume this isn't just Goku in blackface, wearing an afro, and being super racist and eating fried chicken. That would be fucking hilarious, but I seriously doubt that's what's going to be happening. The only time I've ever heard, like, the term, like, black being put in front of a character's name as, like, some sort of title, was in the anime, the Monogatari series, where there was a character called Black Hanekawa, and she was basically this dark or evil form of Hanekawa. So I'm assuming it's the same goddamn concept here, kind of like, Yami Yugi is Dark Yugi, Black Hanekawa was a dark version or evil version of Hanekawa, evil. So I'm assuming, it's just going to be evil Goku, which, oh my god, if this is fucking evil Goku, like, what was Toriyama reading, like, the Dragon Ball Z subreddit? Is that what happened? Like, he was just, like, just kind of scrolling through the internet, hit that subreddit and went, oh, evil Goku. They want an evil Goku. I should give the people evil Goku. Oh my god! That sounds like the worst fucking fanfiction-y goddamn idea ever. So we have the return of Future Trunks, we have evil Goku, and this just sounds like the weirdest fucking combination of bad fucking ideas. Because, like I said, I can't really think of a really good reason to bring Future Trunks back, unless you're gonna do a Xenoverse-type storyline. Like, the whole idea of, like, Future Trunks returning if it were, like, Xenoverse, where, oh, like, he's a time patroller, and, he's coming, he's trying to, like, fix some timeline because, like, Mira and Toa and some shit like that. Like, if that's the concept, that would be interesting, kind of. That would make a bit more sense for him to, like, be in that timeline, because, he'd be specifically trying to fix things in that time frame. because he was specifically sent there by the Kaioshin of Time. Like, that would make sense. And but it doesn't seem like that's what they're doing. Because when we see, like, the art that Toriyama did, he isn't wearing his Time Patroller jacket or anything. He's wearing, like, like a variation of his Capsule Corp jacket. He's wearing, like, this red scarf. His suit's all fucked up. So it looks like, he escaped from the future and came here in desperation, is what it looks like they're going with. Though, something that someone on Twitter had pointed out, I had seen an image going around where there's also an image of Trunks wearing, like, this sweater with these, like, shoulder pad things, and his sweater has, like, this collar on it, and it looks like the same type of green collared sweater that he wears underneath his Time Patrol jacket. So maybe this is some sort of Xenoverse prequel. Like, this is going to be, like, the origin of how he became a Time Patroller. Like, like, he's fucking with the timeline too much, and the Kaioshin of Time has to step in, and that's how we get Time Patrol Trunks. If this is some sort of weird, crazy Xenoverse setup story, I still don't understand, like, why the hell Trunks would be coming back to that timeline, specifically, like specifically that time frame, like, instead of going back to the one he knew. Also, does he, like, he would have no clue that Goku is still alive, or that Vegeta would be as powerful as he is, or that Gohan has completely stopped training, is completely bitched out. Gab, you brought up this is probably going to be used to make more Gohan is weak jokes, and it probably will be, because they seem to like doing that. The way I view this is, like, best case scenario is this is some sort of crazy Xenoverse setup story. Maybe the Kaioshin of Time is actually sending Trunks to that time frame specifically to get this specific incarnation of the Z Fighters to help him with this. Maybe it is Mira and Toa. Maybe Black Goku is a mind-controlled Goku from another timeline. Maybe that's what they're going with, considering there isn't a Goku in Trunks' timeline. Or maybe, like, another way to salvage this, instead of dragging in the Kaioshin of Time to send there, maybe this isn't the future Trunks that we know. Maybe this is the present-day Trunks in Super grown up, and his timelines and, like, the future is so fucked up that, much like his future incarnation, he has now had to go back and try to fix the past. And he's trying to, like, fix things again, and he's just kind of, retreading, because, like, he knows that those incarnations of the Z Fighters would be powerful enough to help him in that situation. Maybe some crazy shit has happened, and, like, he can't, like, use his Z Fighters. I don't know. There's a few ways to make this cool. I don't really have faith. Super hasn't given me a reason to have faith. Another reason I don't have faith in this is, from what Toriyama is saying, he said it came from the editorial office. So it was an idea from the editorial office that was thrown to him, and he wrote a script, or a manuscript, based on the ideas that he was given. And then, like, Toei's writers were going to make, like, break that down into episodes and fully, flesh that concept out. Like, if it's coming from the editorial office, it's most likely Toei's editorial office. So Toei is basically saying, hey, bring back Future Trunks, make an evil Goku, make that into a storyline, and Toriyama just going, alright, I like money, why not? So yeah, there is so little reason to give a fuck about this. The first two arcs of this series, the movie recaps, they completely dropped the ball, they were total shit. The Universe 6 tournament, the Champa Arc, whatever the hell you want to call it, it was a clusterfuck. It was entertaining. Like I said, it's entertaining, but it's not a good fucking arc. Like, I have a feeling that people are getting the wrong impression from my review of that. That I think it's a good arc, and, like, maybe I wasn't harsh enough on based on my other reviews. Like, no, it's not a good arc. It was fun. It was pretty badass at times, but it was fucking retarded. It had no fucking stakes, and it was just an utter fucking disappointment. And Super right now is really sitting. It's like a 3 out of 10 series for me right now, and I don't see this concept being good enough to elevate it to something higher. Maybe it'll be really good and this will knock it up maybe to like a 4. I don't know. It's just right now Super has been a massive disappointment. I don't personally see this arc, this concept, panning out well. It sounds like bad fucking fan fiction, and I just don't. I want it to be good, but honestly, like, if this ends up being shit, this might be the thing that makes me drop this series. Like, I can't guarantee that I will continue watching Super after this. Or I might if it ends up being super fucking bad, I might just drop it mid-storyline, because, like, I'm tired of watching bad fucking storylines. You know, the only reason I'm still watching this is because it's Dragon Ball, because I have an attachment to this fucking franchise. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be doing this, because I wouldn't give a shit. If I watched any other anime with storylines this fucking bad, I would not be fucking watching it. If it was this drawn out at times, or this fucking rushed, or had no fucking stakes, or just was just this much of a fucking clusterfuck, and the animation productions was just this fucking uneven, I wouldn't be watching it. I would not be watching it whatsoever. I'd have no fucking reason to give a shit. And yeah, like, this is really gonna be the make it or break it arc for me. Like, you know, like, I was waiting until we got like an original arc to really start passing judgment on it, and that arc was mediocre at best. This one, if it doesn't step its fucking game up, you know, and based off of this concept, I don't have high hopes, but if it doesn't step its fucking game up, I'm done. Fuck this arc, you know, fuck that arc, fuck the previous arcs, fuck this series overall. I'm just gonna drop it entirely. I'm sure that would make a lot of people happy, because then they won't have to hear Big Meanie Zeon picking on poor Dragon Ball Super, the multi-billion-dollar fucking franchise, because he's such a dick. You know, not like, you know, like I'm just some dude who's a fan of this franchise and wants it to be good for a change, because, you know, it hasn't really been good in a really long time. And I just wanted to see it, like, even if it was just artificial human arc levels of quality, which I don't put that on a high pedestal like a lot of people do. I think it has a lot of plot holes. I think it's, you know, really uneven in its storytelling and its theming. So, yeah, I just want a good arc. I want something with some stakes. I want something with some solid storytelling, maybe some good character development. I'm not asking for like a 10 out of 10 storyline. I'm asking for like a 7 out of 10. You know, a 7 out of 10 storyline is really what I want from this franchise. It's just that's all I really want from Dragon Ball Super, and it hasn't even been giving me that. So yeah, you know, this arc, it's gonna be the make it or break it arc for me. Let's hope it's good. Let's hope it's good, because if not, fuck it, I'm done. We'll see, guys. Zeon, out.